Hey guys, so this is Margaret. We're doing this thing today for Small Business Saturday. This is actually part 3. We're telling my story in little snippets of how, the life and times of a small business owner. So this is my story. So part 3 is I'm like a late bloomer, and I did everything a little bit later than everybody else because I just had to figure, I think maybe I had a learning disability or something. I learned different than most people. And it took me to get older, to mature, to figure out how I was going to navigate my life with the way that I learned. So I had to learn things a little bit different from other people. And so it made me a little bit late bloomer, but it's it's worked out. So one of my late bloomings is I got married at 40 years old. And so I had 40 years to just be the only child, be the party girl, be the I just did a lot of things. I had goals. I always had goals. I wanted to like pay cash for a sports car. I did that. I wanted to own property. I had apartments, that I rented out to people. And then, I just kept, setting that bar. And so then, it was time for me to get married. I fell in love with somebody, at 40. And so when you're 40 and you get married at 40, and if you've decided that you're going to have kids, you have to have kids then. So I had my first child at 42, and we adopted our second child when I was 45. And I was all in. I mean, I loved being a mom. I mean, I emulated what our church kindergarten, childcare had in the house and everything. I loved it. I just loved it. And so then, but they grow up. And so when they got around, also I also did everything that they did in school. I was the PTO. I volunteered. Everybody knew us. They went to a pre-K to 8th grade school, so it was a great experience. And so, but then when they got about 8 and 10, and they could kind of take care of themselves, I'm thinking, okay, I think I want to do something else. I know I can load and unload, do something other than load and unload this dishwasher, and just be domestic and all that kind of stuff. And that's great. I admire it. I'm that's not my thing, but I do it because I have to do it. I like ripping and running. I like other stuff. So anyhow, so I started a little sign business, and that sign business led to me selling them inside of boutiques and stores, and that led into the relationships with the vendors there and the owners there, and then this store over here, and it all comes back to relationships. And so then, because I had relationships, and I was in Vintage 615 as a vendor for 5 years, and at the end of the owner's term of wanting to own Vintage 615, after 5 years, I got a phone call one day on a Sunday, and my life changed. And from that point on, I was not a sign maker anymore. I was going to become the owner of Vintage 615, a boutique that I loved, that I just adored, that it wasn't even on my radar of having a store. But it's so neat when someone sees something in you that you don't even see in yourself, and they pass that baton and say, hey, you take this and you go and make it this kind of way. And I was like, okay, and so that was that day ended the sign business, and we're getting ready to open up a new chapter. So I'll tell you about that in part 4. See y'all. Bye.